Hey guys, this is Tony Cobarrubia here with Keaty Real Estate. I'm with Josh Guillory, one of our candidates for Mayor-President who came and spoke to our office today. And we've got a list of questions for you. We hope you can give the audience a little taste of who you're about, okay?
All right, Tony, looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. First and foremost, we know that the election day is quickly approaching, so we do appreciate you taking the time to come talk to us this morning. It was fantastic.
My pleasure.
All right, we're gonna start with that you, as some people may know, are an experienced politician with experience on political campaign trails. How does running for Lafayette's mayor-president differ from your past campaign?
Well, I don't know how experienced I am. I've never held political office.
Right.
I've only run for one other office.
There
But the office that I ran for in the past was a federal office, Congress, and it covered 9 parishes. So the immediate difference is right now we're running for one parish. But the parish I'm running for is my home.
Right,
and
absolutely.
Look, so chances are on the campaign trail, I'm seeing someone I know or I can connect the dots real quick, kind of like what you do as a realtor,
right.
You know? But I love it. This is our community, Tony. I'm excited.
That's awesome. That's great. So speaking of the campaign trail, what's a day like in the campaign trail for you?
So I'm still juggling. You know, I work full time. I'm a family law attorney primarily. I've got 3 children, a wife. So usually I'll wake up, I'll take our youngest daughter to school, I'll answer some phone calls, answer some emails, do my office work. If we can fit in a campaign event, 1 or 2 during the day, I will. And then from about 5 o'clock to about 10 to 11 o'clock at night, it's pure campaign.
There you go. On the move, on the move. Those are late days.
That's right.
Days. All right. So what are some of the pillars that you're running on in this campaign?
Got to fix drainage.
Okay.
Got to address our roads and traffic. We can't forget about that.
Right, absolutely.
In order to pay for it, we got to bring jobs back to Lafayette. Not raise taxes, bring jobs back. That's how we increase our revenue. And we got to partner with our municipality officers, our police officers, our fire protection to make sure our community is safe.
Right. Well, those are fantastic points. So look, we have talked about this. I don't know if everyone knows, but you and I have spoken about this. How do you feel like owning your own law practice, being a veteran, prepares you for the leadership required to be Lafayette's mayor-president?
It has taught me so much. You know, as far as my profession is that as a lawyer, but that's not what keeps me up at night, Tony. It's running that business, make sure the overhead's paid, make sure the taxes are paid, make sure my employees and my clients are taken care of, making sure the floors are swept, the doors open, the lights turn on. Yeah. That kind of management, that type of leadership has helped me in this venture and it will help me as our mayor-president. In regards to the military, I was enlisted, then I became an officer. Very blessed to serve overseas. I led a platoon in combat as a cavalry officer, came back as an executive, or later became an executive officer and then a company commander. Oh, wow. Those leadership attributes were developed in the military. They were fine-tuned in the business, in the private sector as a business owner, and I bring that experience with me to the office of mayor-president.
That's amazing. That's a great answer. So look, I like it. I like it. So look, what is the one thing you believe that your constituents want to see change within our community? You've been door knocking. I've seen you out on the trail. What is it that you think you hear the most of?
Other than the issues, because every candidate should tell you the issues that I rattled off should be on every candidate's radar, because those are the most pressing issues that we have. Right. Our constituents want transparency. They want leadership. I want leadership. I want transparency. Right. We want effective communication. We used to have a partnership between our community and our constituents, and our elected official. I'm not here to point fingers. I just know there's a culture in Lafayette Consolidated Government that does not allow that to happen, and I will bring that back. Gotcha.
That's one I wasn't ready for. Okay, so let's say you make it through this campaign. You win the election. Sure. Let's talk about your first 90 days in office. What are you setting out to accomplish?
Going back to piggyback off the question you just said, increase the communication with our constituents. Let our community know what's going on. I'm committed to being on KPEL once a week under bringing back Lafayette Live. Okay. My public works director will report daily on our effects of drainage and our efforts on drainage every working day. Nice. We'll give them some time
weekends off.
You know?
Absolutely.
But I think that's important to build trust. Just the transparency, the communication, the leadership, having in our first 90 days, I expect to have a proper leadership role, a proper voice in entities such as the Keaty Planning Commission to address drainage from a more regional standpoint. But it takes leadership. So leadership, transparency, communication, making our priorities known, which I'm doing on the campaign trail, and more importantly, starting to implement those priorities. That's what we'll get the first 90 days, and you'll have that through my entire administration as long as I'm mayor of Lafayette and parish president of Lafayette Parish.
Well, that's awesome. Look, I'm going to end you with this. We live in an area of very short attention spans. Okay, we just talked a lot, and hopefully people watched the entire interview. But just in case they didn't, give me your 30 seconds. What is it in 30 seconds that people need to know about why they should vote for Josh Guillory?
It's all about priorities. If everything's a priority, nothing's a priority. And my priorities are very straightforward. Drainage, roads, traffic, bring jobs back to Lafayette, and keep us safe. To do that, we need someone with proper leadership and managerial experience. And no one in this race has the experience that I have in those areas. I humbly ask for your support.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for your time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tony Cobarrubia with Keaty Real Estate, and this was our interview with Josh Guillory, candidate for mayor president.